millionaires yet, Mr. Strauss?
Mr. Morgan.
Put any more loans out?
I'm working on it.
Okay, well, you let me know.
Splendid, Mr. Morgan.
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous.
Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Hosea, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
The angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people, they hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes, yes, yes. Go, enjoy yourselves and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. But there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you, as a guest, yes, as my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves.
Evening.
Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Bonsoir. Ah! Get me a bloody drink, will you? A small one. Just big enough for me to swim lengths in, you know?
Yes, madam.
You know, great fuck, I'm drunk. You know, I used to be a great beauty. And an even greater wit. Time. What a total bastard it is, huh? And again, I always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. I tried it enough. Well, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. It didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. I'm just gonna... Is anybody listening to me? I know I look like a drunken harlot, but let me be very clear, young man. I am a drunken harlot.
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for the poker.
Oh, you play?
It's my weakness, my worst vice.
Perhaps you should have it whipped out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Not whipping, sir, working, and besides, my vice is between me and my maker. I keep winning.
Every gambler says that, Mr. Jameson.
Yes, I know, but like I said, the next big tournament, which I will not be attending, is for a game too rich for my blood. I may be a knave, but I am a sensible knave.
Is that so?
Oh, sure, I'm not a wealthy man. I run a prison. The old riverboat tournaments are for card sharks and rich fools. A really big stakes game attracts oilmen and such, like, from all over. My pockets are not deep enough for that.
You are a wise man.
I'm a conservative man, at least.
The fact is, since the war, the government has done an awful job of preserving law and order, Mr. Jameson.
Well, I agree, Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failing. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed. I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order, law, and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse? Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure, liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Major Crowley, Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
Evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
How's it going?
Fine and dandy.
Good. All the best now.
Bye-bye.
Good evening, ladies.
Bonjour, monsieur.
I hope you're okay there, miss.
Merci.
Take care now.
À la prochaine.
Mostly I fail, but I try.
Any man you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Whitlow.
And you're burying your head in the sand again, sir.
Don't blame me for God's mistakes, if they were mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact. Undeniable. Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir, to hear your arguments.
I am your clear superior.
You're different, but you're neither my better nor my inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing you.
Well, you're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings? Haven't we moved past that? Apparently not. Good evening to you, sir. I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me, if that's okay with you, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
I mean, did you hear what that man said? Inferior. Do you think women should have the vote?
Oh, I don't care. I've never voted anyway.
Well, that's no better. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm still furious with that oath.
How are you all doing?
Monsieur?
It really is a beautiful hair.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting purveyor of the exotic. But don't tell anyone, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
Bonjour, monsieur. You French, sir? Sort of. Originally. I'm from Quebec. But I left many moons ago. And you?
No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment banker.
You're the fellows who never lend me money when I need it. And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFont?
Originally furs. But now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent 20, well, more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S.
And who do you bank with?
Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York.
Do you bank with anyone in the South?
Not one I particularly like.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S. who still use a lot of cash, and we help finance half the reconstruction projects after the war. We love big clients, and we love cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country, outside Wall Street and San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain, but I'm very fair in business.
I would at least...
Thank you very much.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my fiancée.
Of course. And congratulations. A wife is a wonderful thing. Could be interesting. I'll keep investigating.
How's your evening going?
Met some interesting people. What about you? Did you speak to the mayor?
I'm still looking for him.
Well, look a little harder.
You okay?
Oh, my lord! The pesky nut! What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Algernon Wasp.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens. My card, sir. Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
Hello, sir. What exactly is the issue at hand?
Oh.
Can I help you, sir?
Hello.
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Daniels. Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. New suit? Yeah. I mean, no, it's a new shirt. Are you new in town? Yes. I come from the west. I mean, the north. The northwest. Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man, undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, sir. Don't you think?
Well, I don't quite understand.
Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one.
I was in the army once.
Good for you.
What do you do now? Well, I'm not quite, Oh,
that's a strange look you're giving
I'm
me.
an American. Yes, but what do you do? Oh, well, I'm in between jobs at the moment. Oh, of course.
justice. You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Much harder.
What would you like me to do? Hit the mayor myself?
Impudence.
That's a strange look
I
you're
see you
giving
still
me.
got that. But it takes more than a steady line in insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening. Prick.
Hello, sir.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, I think those fellas were making fun of me. Anyway, what you wearing?
Nothing too much yet.
Outrageous. These dancers. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lessons. Oh, would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theater Rouleur. It's jolly fun.
Hi there, sir.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening.
Bonjour. Evening, sir.
How do you do?
Je vous salue.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
How do you do?
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
That's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. A writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in silent in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall?
Yes. Find out what.
Sure. Good day, sir.
No problems?
Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good.
Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Terrapin.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later.
Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him! I will not have standard slip in this house!
I'm sorry, sir, but the party is in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me, I was unaware.
Have you lost your mind? I said, have you... Didn't you hear me? This area is off limits. If I see you again, I will have to escort you out myself.
Yes, sorry. I was just admiring the art.
Bonjour. Lost your mind. Come here. Come here. Look at me.
Hello?
Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. Standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting. Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in Go home.
I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylors.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.